Okay, metabolic rate. A lot of people seem to think that metabolic rate is how much energy your body is using. Uh, I guess that's true in a way, but when you talk about high metabolic rate, you're most of the time you're talking about a high metabolic rate at any given time. You're not just talking about high metabolic rate when you are walking stairs or lifting weights or running or something. We're talking about the metabolic rate when you just sit down. Uh, I mean, some people can have a three times the metabolic rate just by sitting down and think compared to another person. And the limiting factors are many. There, I mean, poisons work that way. Most poisons work by disrupting oxygen delivery to your cells, and they can do this by paralyzing your breathing apparatus or poison you internally, like poisoning your red blood cell transport system, or directly poisoning enzymes that would transport oxygen into the places it needs to go in the energy making parts of the cell, and thereby a lack of energy will make the situation pretty bad, and when it gets really low on energy, things will start to deteriorate, and the person will lose consciousness, and when they totally lose consciousness, there won't be anything sending signals to the heart, and that will stop the blood, and people will die. So metabolic rate is basically your cell's ability to use oxygen at the fullest. Like if you're burning, if you're stressed or slightly poisoned or malnourished, your body will have to rely on lactic acid for energy production, and that's very inefficient, and will have bad side effects. So when I'm talking about high metabolic rate, I'm talking about the kind of metabolic rate that uses a lot of oxygen and burns a lot of carbs, and very efficiently use carbs for energy production, and the kind of metabolic rate that is stimulated by the activated form of thyroid hormone, like T3, not just T4, because T4 is the hormone that the thyroid gland produces. The T3 is the hormone which actually activates the things you want activated in your cells. So when I'm talking about metabolic rate, I'm referring to the kind of metabolic rate that will make your hands warm, and it will make your nose warm, and feet. If you're having a very high heart rate or slow, and you feel warm, but your hands, nose and feet feel very cold, that's not high metabolic rate in the way I talk about it, because you're in a stressed state and your body is breaking down your tissues into energy you for some reason lack. So I'm talking about very strong, efficient, and solid and expensive metabolic rate when I'm talking about it.